Good morning to all. I am Rahul Kumar, lecturer, Department of Mechanical Engineering, IIMT College of Polytechnic, Greater Noida. Today we are going to discuss industrial engineering topic, work study. Before studying the work study, we have to know what is the production and what is the productivity. Production, basically converting to a raw material into a product or a services for a given quantity or quality is known as the production. And productivity, at which rate what at which rate we are producing the product is known as the productivity. Now we are going to discuss the work study. Work study work study is one of most important techniques which is employed to improve the activity in production system. It consists set of techniques developed for analysis of the work into smaller parts in order to increase productivity within a standard time. Basically, we are studying work study to improve the productivity of a system or a product. How we can do that? We are selecting a process, then dividing into a number of steps, then finding out which process can be improved, which can be eliminated. By this, we are increasing the productivity of a system. Work study is advantages of the work study. First, uniform and improved production flow, higher productive efficiency, reduced manufacturing cost, fast and accurate dates, better employer relation, better services to customers, job security and job satisfaction too. These are the following advantages of the work study. It can be employed in institutions, hospitals, companies, and various places. Work study. Work study is divided into two parts, method study or a motion study, and second, work measurement or time study. In method study, we are studying the method, basically which process are to be employed. In this, it is a method study is a set of tech. It is a it is a techniques in which we are dividing the process or production system into number of steps and finding out which process can be improved. In motion study, we are studying method study, we are studying various types of charts and diagrams through which we are studying. And in work measurement, basically how we are doing the job, in how much time has it taken to complete the work. In work study, in work measurement, we are studying basically the standard time, how much time an average worker can take to complete a job. Method study, it is a set of techniques developed to divide the work into smaller parts followed by its rearrangement in order to decrease effort, time, cost, and distance travel traveled required. The main aim, the main aim, the main aim is to increase productivity of a job. Basically, in method study, what we are doing is we are dividing the work into number of steps, increasing number of steps, then analyzing which process can be improved and which process can be eliminated, and also decreasing the effort of the worker. Method study have a following steps: select, record, examine, develop, install, maintain. These six steps are important steps for the method study. First select. Basically, we are selecting the work which is worth studying or not, selecting the work worth studying, and defining the objective to be achieved. An objective may be reduce the manufacturing cost or to reduce fatigue incurred by the worker in order to increase their efficiency. First step is a important step. If we are not selecting work which is worth studying, then we are wasting our resources and money. That we can't do that. And second step is record. all the relevant information pertaining to existing method in details and in the form of chart to obtain a more clear vision. After selecting the work, we are recording all the information to find out a more clear picture about the work. After that, we are examining. First we have select, then we have first we have select, first examine the recorded event critically and in sequence. Critically, examination involves answer to a number of questions. An activity can be eliminated, simplified, or combined with another. After examining, we are developing the best method as resulted from the critical examination and record it. The developed method should be practical and feasible, economical, safe and effective, acceptable to design, production control, quality control, and sales department. After that, we are install. The best developed method or the improved method installation involves three phases: planning, arranging, and implementing. After installing, we are maintaining. Maintaining means ensuring the proper functioning of the install method by periodic checks and verification. The purpose, the pur the periodic checks and verification, the purpose of checks and reviews is to find if the method being practiced is same or it has deviated from the authorized one. In method study, what we are doing, first we are selecting, then recording. First we are selecting, recording, then analyzing, developing, installing, and maintain. All these steps are involved for the work study. Recording techniques. Basically, there are two types of recording techniques: process chart and diagram. What are the basic difference between process chart and diagram is that the process chart shows the sequence of the event which is happening in a process or whole production system, and diagram is a much more detailed version of the process chart. Basically, the process charts are divided into four parts: outline process chart, flow process chart, two-handed process chart, multiple process chart, and then diagrams: flow diagram, string diagram, and cycle graph, chrono cycle graph. Process chart, it tells about the sequence of different activities that completes the jobs, and symbols are used. Five basic symbols are used in process chart. Basically, we are uh, in process chart. Process chart tells about the sequence, and then how the process in process the all the sequence are happening: first step, second step, and third step. These all are things are represented in the process chart. Five basic symbols are there. First, operation. Operation represent an action. An operation involves a change in location or condition of a process, like we are drilling a hole or surface finishing. It is an example of the operation. It is denoted by the circle. And second symbol are storage, which is represented by the triangle. Storage means, or storage represent a stage when finished good or raw material awaits action, or when an item has been retained for a quite some time for reference purposes. Store represent an authorized control over an item. Storage means anything which are in store for the authorization. For example, billing cutter lying in a tool storage, or refrigerator in a stock room, or all the tools are lying in storage room. These are the example of the storage, which is denoted by the symbol triangle. Delay or temporary. Delay occurs when something stops the process and the product wait for a next event. It is a temporary halt in the process. Basically, delay represent like a टेम्परेरी हाल्ट. टेम्परेरी मतलब कुछ टाइम के लिए वो प्रोसेस स्टॉप हो गया है, ठीक है. इट इज डिनोटेड बाय द सिंबल डी. फॉर एग्जांपल, पावर फेलियर, वेटिंग फॉर अ लिफ्ट, or a traffic jam. It is the example of the delay. Transport. Transport. Transport indicates the movement of an item from one location to another location. The item may be material, equipment, an operator, or is hand only. Transport means any item which is moving from one location to another location, which is represented by the arrow. Transport symbol is arrow. For example, oil flowing through a penstock, aeroplane flying from one city to another city. Then inspection. Inspection is an act of checking for correctness of quantity to change the shape or character of an item. For example, gazing a piston page or checking the hardness of the carbonized steel piece. It is represented by the rectangular symbol. Inspection means we are inspecting the correctness of the process or a product, if a surface finish is proper or not, a drilling process is in a proper way or not. These 5 basic symbols are used. First is operation, then transportation, delay, and inspection. These all symbols are basic symbols. Without these symbols, we can't draw any chart, any process chart, or any process chart. Okay, now we are going to discuss about outline process chart. Basically, outline process chart. It is used to get little bit of information and uses only 2 symbols like operation and inspection. So basically, whenever we need a little bit information and we want to show in our process chart or in a method study, we use outline process chart. For example, here we taking an example of changing a SIM card of a mobile phone. First, what we are doing, open the cover of the phone. पहले हमने क्या किया कि जो फोन है उसका कवर ओपन किया, देन हमने उसकी बैटरी रिमूव की, उसके बाद हमने किया सिम कार्ड रिमूव किया, देन हमने उसमें न्यू सिम कार्ड इंसर्ट किया, फिर हमने बैटरी लगाई, देन प्लेस द कवर प्रॉपरली, फिर हमने कवर को प्रॉपरली लगाया, फिर स्विच ऑन किया, फिर हमने ये चेक किया कि वो प्रॉपरली वर्क कर रहा है या नहीं कर रहा. This is the good example of a outline process chart. Basically, how many operations are used in this? 7 operations are used and 1 inspection. So basically, only 2 symbols. Only 2 symbols are used in outline process chart. After that, we are going to study flow process chart. Flow process chart is a detailed version of the outline process chart, and it recalls all the events. These charts are much detailed and all 5 symbols are used along with time, distance, additional remarks. For example, flow process chart for a gas welding. We are using a flow process chart for gas welding. Here all the elements, quantity, distance, time, symbols, remark has all the symbols are we are going to use first. First, what we are doing, moving to location A, which is a 20-meter distance, then which is taking 5 minutes. यानी हमें लोकेशन ए पर पहुंचने में हमें 5 मिनट लग रहे हैं 20 मीटर की डिस्टेंस को तय करने में. तो वो हमने प्रोसेस चार्ट में डिटेल बताई है कि वो 20 मीटर है और उसे 5 मिनट लग रहे हैं. देन वी आर परफॉर्मिंग अ गैस वेल्डिंग विच इज टेकिंग 6 मिनट विच इज gas welding. Gas welding is an operation, then it is denoted by circle. Then we are inspecting which is taking 1 minute कि गैस वेल्डिंग ठीक से हुई है या नहीं हुई है. उसके बाद हम क्या कर रहे हैं, मूविंग टू लोकेशन बी विच इज 3 मीटर डिस्टेंस एंड टेकिंग 1.5 मिनट. एंड विच सिंबल वी आर यूजिंग, we are using transportation symbol. ठीक है. Then after that we are doing gas welding which is taking 10 minutes. For this we are using operation symbol or a circle. Then we are inspecting, and inspecting taking a 1 minute. Then we are using for inspection our rectangle. Then we are waiting for 5 minutes, then we have to eliminate. हम साथ के साथ क्या है जो रिमार्क्स भी लेते जा रहे हैं कि जैसे कि हमारा जो वेटिंग टाइम है 5 मिनट का, हम उसको एलिमिनेट कर सकते हैं, तो हमें उसको एलिमिनेट कर देना चाहिए. देन वी आर डूइंग गैस वेल्डिंग विच इज टेकिंग 12 मिनट. आफ्टर दैट वी आर इंस्पेक्टिंग. इंस्पेक्शन के लिए हम अपना रेक्टेंगल सिंबल्स यूज कर रहे हैं. देन मूविंग टू लोकेशन डी which is a 6 meter distance and taking 1 minute. Then we using a transportation symbol. After that, we are doing gas welding, which is taking 8 minutes. After that, we are inspecting. Then after completing all the processes, we moving to the our product to the storage. These are the example of, in this we used flow process chart for the gas welding. And today we discuss about work study. Then work study is divided into two parts: method study and work measurement. And then we started the method study. In method study we studied the following steps involved the method study, and 5 basic symbols are used. And after that we are studied the recording techniques, flow process chart, and flow diagrams. Flow process chart we studied outline process chart and flow process chart, one-handed chart, and all these. And thank you for today.